Got a jam-packed video for you guys today. We have a comparison happening. We have me trying out a new scented soap from McDuff's. And I really want to share with you guys one of the visions that I have. I mentioned this a little bit in my last video. I'll leave something above here so you can check that out if you want. One of my dreams and goals is to be a coach, to be an inspirational speaker, to help people improve their lives, to help people overcome their fear, change their mindset, and help them live a happier and more fulfilled life. So what I'm doing is I'm taking 5 people that are interested in having me help you achieve goals and dreams that you currently have set. So if you're interested, leave a comment down below to say I'm in. I'll get in touch with you and let you know what the next steps will be. And I mean, hey, while you're leaving a comment, if you also want to go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, share it, and of course, subscribe to the channel. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Let's get on with the shave. So this shave is a comparison video, but I also want to call it the CT shave. So a fellow wet shaver who's becoming quite a good friend of mine now has been recommending so many different hardware and software. And right now, this guy's 100% on what he's recommending. I'll leave his Instagram handle down below here. Go give that guy a follow. He's amazing. And I mean, hey, while you're following people, I'll leave my Instagram handle down below here as well if you want to go give me a follow as well. That'd be awesome. So for the comparison shave, I will be putting up the Edwin Jagger DE89 against the RazoRock 90a. I love both of these razors, and I'm excited to see how this plays out. The RazoRock 90a was actually inspired by the DE89. Both these razors are amazing in my opinion, so I can't wait to see what they're like going head to head. And at the end of the video, I'll make sure I choose which one I felt was the better razor. Make sure you stick around to the end though. Another recommendation from CT, thank you sir, was McDuff's The Hop Pocket. If you do not have McDuff's yet, I highly recommend picking some up. What Sean can do with scents is incredible. So when I smell this, I have the scent of beer within here. I smell some citrus in here and vanilla, which I find kind of holds it all together. But then there's one scent within this soap that I recognize a lot. And that is Creed Aventus. During a live shave on Instagram that I did a little ways back, it was brought to my attention that McDuff's added a Creed Aventus dupe to the soap. I'm telling you guys, this soap is fantastic. Of course, when I get a soap, I need the matching splash. So I'll be putting this on as well. And I'm gonna be lathering with a brush that I have really been enjoying lately. And that is the RazoRock Chrome Synthetic Brush. This thing's a beaut. Now, because I'm using a very soft soap, I'll go ahead and bowl lather. But first, let's get this shave started with the Leaf Pre-Shave Oil. Let me go ahead and throw in a Persona Comfort Coat in each razor. So the RazoRock 90a is loaded and ready to get to work. And now the Edwin Jagger DE89 is loaded and ready to get to work. Now when I look at both of these razors, aesthetically, they're both beautiful pieces of equipment. I love the black top and bottom plate, and I love this handle. It has a beautiful weight to it, and this razor, I would say, is a mild to medium razor. I've already used it a few times, and it is extremely efficient. Now, when it comes to the Edwin Jagger DE89, I love the chrome look, and I love the fact that along the top here, they engraved the name, which is pretty awesome. When I first saw this razor, that was one of the biggest things. I loved the look of it. And then I got a little nervous because there is zero knurling on the handle. But after using it, I didn't feel I needed any knurling. And I would also say this is a mild to medium razor as well, and very efficient. I don't understand how McDuff's does it. To me, their soaps always have such a unique scent to them. Once again, CT, thanks for the recommendation, my friend, and the enabling. All right, using my trusty kid's old baby spoon, it took about yay much. Let's start lathering. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, when I bowl lather, I typically smear the cream or soap all around the bowl. I just find it lathers much easier that way. Now I have some soap left over on my fingers, so what I do next, put it on my face, because this is where it all ends up. Anyway, who knew this video was going to be a bit of a tutorial as well? So what I do when I bowl lather is I'm going to take my synthetic brush, I'm going to dunk it into the water, give it a few swirls within the water, and then give it a few good shakes. Most of the water will come out, but there'll still be enough in here to get my lather started. So I just loaded up my brush with some water. Soap is ready to be lathered. Now when I'm bowl lathering, I'll do one of two things when it comes to adding more hydration or water. I'll either dunk the tip in of the brush into the water and go back into the bowl, or I'll give 3 to 4 squirts from the mister into my bowl and add the hydration that way. Let's go ahead and use the mister. Oh yeah. It's starting to pop. I always find I can get really good bowl lathers with McDuff soaps. Look at that. Because I feel like I'm all backwards with my nerves running rampant, putting myself out there with coaching, I have done things a little backwards. Usually I paint this on first, then load my razor, but my razor's already loaded, so whatever. So if you're new to wet shaving, and maybe you're wondering, why are you splaying your brush? The splaying of the brush is a great way to help lift the hairs and get it ready to be cut. First pass with the RazoRock 90A on the left side. All right, let's get in there with the DE89. First pass, right side. My initial impression, shaving with both of these at the same time, I find the RazoRock is a little more chattier, but I find just a tad more aggressive, which I like. And I find with the Edwin Jagger, a little more solid on the shave, not as much chatter, but a little less aggressive. And now, of course, while I'm sharing this with you guys, these are just my opinion. It's not the truth, so don't get angry if you don't like what I'm sharing. If you don't have these razors, I recommend picking them up and trying yourself. And if you do have these razors, leave that down in the comment. What's your take on both of them? I'd love to know personally. Let's get on with that second pass. Now the scent of this soap kind of brings me back. Maybe it's the beer scent. And when I say beer scent, don't get me wrong, it's not overloaded with that scent, but there's a hint of it, enough to bring me back to my younger days when I'd go camping with the boys and, we'd have beer out, enjoying ourselves with the campfire and, everybody enjoying their favorite beverage. Those were good times. That's where this soap is bringing me. If you have this soap, does that sound about right to you? This stuff is fantastic. All right, let's get in there for my second pass, left side of my face with the RazoRock 90A. And now for the DE89, left side across the grain. All right, second pass is done. And just like the first shave with the DE89, I felt by the second pass, I feel like I'm getting very little to no feedback, especially in my neck area. The RazoRock 90A, that's a fantastic razor. And during the second pass, I didn't find it as chattery. So maybe when there's less grain, it doesn't chatter as much. Let me know, leave that down in the comments. Does that make any sense? Let's get on with that third pass. I am really loving this soap. CT, thank you, sir. All right, let's get in there with the DE89 right side against the grain. And now let's finish off this pass with the RazoRock 90A left side against the grain. right, guys, I'm done with the third pass. Let's go ahead, wash off the rest of the soap, and I'll share my thoughts and let you know which razor I would recommend out of the two used for today. Hold tight. Let's get in there with the Parker's Allen Block. So far, there's very little to no tingling on both sides. And that's what it was like when I shaved with these razors individually. There was very little to no tingling. This is good. All right, so the RazoRock Chrome Synthetic Brush is all cleaned up and it's ready for its next use. The RazoRock 90A is cleaned up, looking good, and it's ready for its next use. And lastly, the DE89 is all cleaned up and it's ready for its next use. So if you're new, and this is the first video you watched of mine, first off, thank you. And you've made it this far, once again, thank you so much. You watched me use an Allen block. Now the Allen block serves 3 purposes, and for me, it serves 4. It helps with any nicks, with any irritation, and it helps close pores. For me, it also lets me know how my shave went. If it was super burny, super tingly, then I know I was a little too aggressive on that shave. But if there was a little bit of burn and a little tingle, I had a good shave. For this shave, both sides of my face, there was a little tingle, a little bit of a burn, so I know this was a fantastic shave. Also, what I like to do is put the alum on my face, and instead of washing it off right away, which I do recommend washing off the alum, I go ahead and I clean my area first. While I'm cleaning it, I can feel the alum tingling and kind of working its magic on my face. And then when my area is cleaned up and it's ready for my next shave, I will go ahead, wash off the alum, and get ready to put on some Thayers. And now if you're wondering, what the heck is Thayers? For me, the Thayers cools my face down. It feels fantastic. And after using the Thayers, it will get me ready for the splash that I'll be using. And in this case, I'll be using McDuff's Hot Pocket Aftershave Splash. Oh wow, I just got a big blast of vanilla. Okay, whew. Citrus is in there for sure. Oh man, this stuff feels fantastic. I get a hint of that beer, which is great. And I think the dupe of Creed Aventus is helping as well. Oh, McDuff's, you make some amazing software. Now that I got the splash on, let's go ahead and finish off the entire shave with Creed Aventus. Alright guys, there's the end of the video. This shave felt fantastic. I'm so glad I did this comparison shave, and I hope that this shave can help you decide on your next razor. Speaking of razors, which one would I recommend over the other? Now once again, this is just my opinion, and to be honest with you, both of them are fantastic razors. Let's get that out of the way. For me, I would go with the RazoRock 90A. It felt a little more efficient. Even though it was a little chattery, it felt fantastic. To me, the Edwin Jagger, again, this is just my opinion, it's a little bit more on the mild side. Still an amazing razor. I would still highly recommend it. But the RazoRock 90A is just a gorgeous razor, and to me, gave a tiny bit of a better shave. Now that you got my opinion on this shave, once again, if you're interested in somebody helping you and coaching with your mindset, helping you achieve any goals you may have, leave a comment down below. I'm in, and I'll go ahead and contact you, and I'll let you know what the next steps are going to be. On that note, my name is Chris. You make it a great shave, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.